Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Sarah Gibson, Co-op Coordinator with TRU's Career and Experiential Learning Department. We're here today to talk about professional resumes and cover letters and how to successfully navigate your job search. With COVID-19 currently affecting global economies so profoundly, we recognize these are unprecedented times and a truly unusual time to be engaged in an active professional job search. However, TRU's Career and Experiential Learning Department works with alumni, grads, and our students to successfully transition to the workplace and also to continue to advance your career. You can take control of your grad job search and your career development by scheduling an appointment with someone on our team. We can work with you to create customized application documents, develop a strong work search strategy, and also support you through interviews and other work search elements. In this online workshop, we will be discussing how to create outstanding application documents, resumes, and cover letters. So what is the purpose of a resume? It's really intended to introduce yourself, your skills and experience to a potential employer, to inspire their interest and to gain their attention. This is because employers tell us all the time that they can get inundated with applications and review many resumes and cover letters for individual job positions that are open. So it's really important that you show them how you can be a fit as much as possible in those documents. That way they can secure a job interview for you to discuss your fit for the team in greater detail. Employers tell us that they actually don't take the time usually to read through resume and cover letters word for word. They often will scan them really quickly because say they have 100 resumes in front of them, their job is to go through those documents as quickly as possible to then see who stands out, what applications are in their mind as the best possible fit just from a quick read. Employers will tell us that they often will take about 30 to 60 seconds to scan a resume before moving on. It's important for you to make sure you go into the yes or maybe pile rather than the no pile right off the bat. We're going to help to show you how you can do that. It's important to know that there is not one single way to do a great resume. There's many different styles, formats, and ideas for you to be presenting your skills and experience in the best possible way. But today we're going to focus on the 3 most common types of resumes and the types and the things that the employers are telling us that they most often look for when they're hiring. Before we jump into resume development tips and tricks, we want to draw your attention to the job search sites and resources on your screen. This is because the job description is important. It will form the foundation of how you want to present your skills and experiences to potential employers. And we will show you how you can customize your application documents directly to meet the skills and requirements of what the employers are looking for. As you create your application documents for a specific position, it's really important to analyze that job description. Each application needs to be unique to that employer and that specific position. So as you review a job description, make sure that you're analyzing every piece of that job posting. What is the job title? What are the required qualifications? What is the organization? And assess your specific qualifications, how they match those employer needs. So for example, in a job posting, they will have specific requirements they're asking for. So education requirements, years of related experience, your skills, qualities, and abilities, they'll be listed explicitly in the job post. This is because the employer is outlining the things that they are looking for in candidates to determine the fit for the team and the skills they're needing to bring on board to their team. When you're analyzing the job description, it's really important to look for keywords. What are the words that they're using? Are those words in your application documents? Focus on the keywords they're using. So they will list things in a specific order. Focus on that order because if they have a posting that talks about number 1, their educational requirements, then number 2, their years of experience requirement, Then going down the list, they will focus on various skills, whether it's technical or soft skills, that they are needing to bring onto their team. It is looking at those elements that will ensure that you can match your skills and experience as closely as possible to what that employer is looking for. That is how you will be selected for a job interview if you can demonstrate that you have the skills and abilities that match their needs. Here's an example of a typical professional job posting. As you can see, it outlines the organization, details of the job, and the required qualifications that that employer is looking for to fill this position. By following the steps we've outlined here, it will help to ensure that your application documents are strong and that they demonstrate that you're a close match to the requirements that they are needing. Start by researching that organization, knowing as much as you can about that position and the company that's hiring. Also, how closely does your experience match any of those points listed in the description? Pay special attention to the order of the bullet points in the required qualifications, making a note around how to present your information to show that their preferred candidate is a match to what your qualifications are. So the first step in creating an outstanding resume and cover letter is to really know yourself, understand what makes you unique and what would make you interesting to employers in your specific field. So ways you can do this is really start to understand your personal values, your interests, what are your strengths. And TRU has a lot of different resources to help you navigate this. We recommend first starting off by having strong self-assessment tools. Things like personality assessments, your values assessments, what are the technical and transferable skills that you currently have, and what are the employers looking for? This is the best way to start your resume development and your job search strategy, to understand who you are, how do you fit into the needs of employers in your specific labor market, and what can you do to build or present those skills in the documents. As I mentioned, there's many different ways to create effective resumes. However, we're going to focus on the three most common types that are most widely used by students and new grads to gain employers' attention. So number one being the chronological resume that lists your skills, experience, and education in order of time. A functional resume that focuses primarily on the different skill set areas in your field. And then a mixed chronological functional resume that is kind of a combination of both of those. This is a great example of a chronological resume. In this type of resume, your education and working experience are listed in reverse chronological order, meaning your most recent experiences come up at the top and working your way down to experiences from further back in your history. This is best for people that have had related work experience to the industry they're trying to work in. It's really not great for students or new grads that have had not a lot of experience in what they're trying to get a job in, or if they've had large gaps between jobs in their career history, or if they have had a drastic career change, meaning you're starting something entirely new and starting a new chapter in your life. Here's an example of what a functional resume will look like. This can be really great for students that have gained most of their related experience through academic study. It will highlight different skill sets in areas that you have that are focused on your specific industry. And as much as possible, you want to outline things that you've done in your life through volunteering, through school, possibly through work, that directly relates to the kinds of things you're trying to get a job in. So it's good for students that really have experience, but mostly not through work experience. A really great style for you to be presenting your skills and experiences is the combination or mixed resume, which is really the combination of the first two that we talked about. In this kind of resume, you are emphasizing your skills and knowledge in specific areas, again, related to your field of study or industry, but it does also list your educational and work experiences in a reverse chronological order. So again, it's combining the best of a chronological and also a functional resume to create a really strong presentation of your skills and abilities. When you present your skills and experiences on your resume, it's important to use action-oriented verbs as you see on this list. This is the best way to demonstrate how you've used certain skills, how you've accomplished something, and it's important to start off your phrases by using these words like this around action-oriented accomplishment statements. One of the best ways to make your resume stand out and have employers take interest in it is to include a section called Summary Profile or Highlights of Qualifications that is the first section on your resume directly under your name and contact information block. This is really important because it can act as your elevator pitch or your marketing key points. The purpose of it is to summarize your key skills, experiences, and accomplishments as they relate to the job posting. This section can include things like your years of related professional experience, work, volunteer, or academic experience, definitely your key skills and transferable skills, any certifications or awards. This is really important because it is the first thing that the employer will look at. Once they scan through it, if it catches their attention and is meeting some of their needs for hiring, they will be then more likely to read through the remainder of your resume and then hopefully put you into the yes for interview pile. This is a strong example of a professional profile summary. As you can see, the student begins with their year of study and their academic program. Then they go on in their bullets to talk about their knowledge and experience related to whatever job they're applying for. As you can see, they summarize not only their skills, but their years of experience and any specific qualities or abilities, and whether it's technical ability or some soft skills, they're making sure that they put their best foot forward and place their biggest strengths into this section. In this example of how to demonstrate your professional or work experience, we recommend using a format similar to this, where the section begins with a clear label of professional or work experience, and then including your experiences in reverse chronological order that starts with your most recent first and then carries on down your history by outlining who the employer is first, and then underneath that, what was your role or position, carried on by outlining very clearly what your job description entailed. So what were your duties? What were your accomplishments? How did you achieve results or success in that position? As much as possible, you want to use action-oriented verb statements to highlight what kinds of accomplishments you achieved during your time in that role. Now, we usually recommend putting your accomplishment statements in past tense. This one is in present tense, so whatever works best for you, you can definitely get advice from one of our career counselors. And when you do this, just always be trying to articulate what you achieved and how you accomplished something, rather than just a list of generic tasks. In your education section on your resume, in addition to outlining your academic program and your educational credentials, think about the kinds of projects or assignments from your studies that you might want to include on your resume. This is a really great way to demonstrate the types of skills, knowledge, and abilities you earned out of your academic studies. This can be done by developing statements, answering the PAR questions. This is how you can start to really capture what skills and abilities, what kind of impact or results you achieved during your studies that are related to your academic program. In addition, write down 2 to 3 skills that you've demonstrated in those projects or classes. In this example, we can see really clearly how a student's academic program is realized by discussing their relevant courses and some project examples. This is an easy way for you to start to demonstrate some of the things you've accomplished during your time at TRU. A quick point about references. Please only include them if they are requested by the employer in a specific job posting. Otherwise, a great way to handle this is, at the end of the resume, just have a section called References Available Upon Request. This way, once you're selected for an interview, and then the employer has an opportunity to decide if they would want to proceed with checking your references, at that time you can then provide them with references that are hopefully as related as possible to the opportunity that you're applying for. And usually we're recommending 2 to 4 references. When you're applying for professional jobs, a cover letter is essential for showcasing who you are, what your unique strengths are, and how you would possibly be a good fit for that specific employer. It is a focused, personalized, customized, and targeted document to a specific employer for a specific job posting. Okay? This is important because it is your opportunity to show your unique strengths and how you could benefit that employer. This is a template for the information that we recommend you include in your professional cover letter. Remember that a cover letter is a business writing document that is a direct correspondence from you to a specific employer regarding a unique job opportunity. It is your chance to show how you can set yourself apart from the other candidates and what makes you unique and what skills and experiences that you have that are directly related to the job description. It is not a duplication of your resume, but really an opportunity for you to expand on some of the elements that you've included in your resume and how you can benefit that organization if they were to hire you. The information you want to include on it is the date and employer information, a salutation that is directly addressed to a specific individual. You can find that information either through the job posting, through the organization website, social media, or if you have to, even make a phone call and see if you can get a contact name for someone that would be related to that hiring decision. You want to make sure that in your introductory paragraph, you include some kind of power statement. What makes you unique? Why do you stand out? And showcase really your interest and enthusiasm in that organization. Why do you want to work there? Your subsequent paragraphs 2, 3, and 4 need to be specific examples of the skills and experiences and education that you have that demonstrate that you can do that position, that you are qualified for that role. And making sure you have a strong closing statement to thank them for the opportunity to apply, and always close it off with your signature. Some final tips on how to create a fantastic professional cover letter. Please ensure that it is maximum 1 page and that you have it as customized as possible to the specific opportunity you're applying for. Also remember that employers are reading lots of application documents. This is your time to shine and really show your expertise, your strengths, and how you would benefit that employer if they hired you. This cover letter was provided to us by a communications student at TRU. It's a great example of the types of information that we are wanting to see in a strong professional cover letter. As well, it shows how the document should be formatted to fit nicely on 1 page and to be presented for easy, scannable reading for the employer. On behalf of all of us at TRU's Career and Experiential Learning Department, we want you to know that we are here for you, we can support you on your work search journey, and we believe in you. So thank you very much, and good luck.